Well, it's at 8:15 p.m. It looks to be about 1 degree Fahrenheit. And it's cold. Well, this is the radar from 11:30 p.m. on January 23. And the storm is getting closer. Yeah, I think it might be here sooner than I thought. They said tomorrow afternoon, or Saturday afternoon. But it looks like it's approaching faster. I'm still going to try to go out and cut the ice at the big pasture tomorrow morning. Yeah. As long as I can drive the truck through any snow that's on the ground. Okay, I have to cut ice here too anyway. Alright, it's cold. And now it's going to snow. Well, it's 6 a.m. and it's still around 0. Maybe a little bit below, but just right around 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Still cold, but that's been like that all night. Yeah. It's not going to warm up much today either, but I'm going to try to get some ice cut sometime today on the ponds. Well, here's the 6:15 a.m. radar showing the snow getting closer. It's right on my doorstep now. And I haven't been outside to look because it's still dark outside, but I did check the temperature, which is still 0. It's been around 0 all night. And it's not going to warm up much today. Maybe in the teens, if that. Anyway, I don't have much to do today except try to stay warm, but I do have to go out and cut the ice for the cattle sometime today, near the barn and at the big pasture too. Hopefully there won't be too much snow when I do go out. I'm in no hurry to do that though. Yeah, I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit if it can. All right, I'll check back later when I go out to cut ice and to see if there's any snow on the ground yet. Oh, it's 7 a.m. And it's still cold, still 0 degrees, but no snow. And it's overcast. I'm gonna wait a while before I go out and cut ice. I'm not ready. Oh, it's too cold out here. I gotta go back in. Well, radar shows snow. Let me go check outside, see what's going on out there. Neighbor's cat was gonna run away when I opened the door, but at least it's getting something. I don't know if the neighbor feeds its cats, but they're fat. It just saw me, or heard me. But I don't mind feeding it. I like to have cats around to keep the mice down. So, yeah, works for me. And it gives my cat some company too. Not warming up much today. It's only 2 degrees at about 11:30 a.m. and it's snowing. Yeah, it's a light snow. I guess some would call this a dry snow. I think, not sure. I know snow is dry, but the flakes are really small. I can still go out to the big pasture in this. No problem. The snow tonight, though, is supposed to be worse. Yeah. Oh boy. Since I'm outside, let me take a look. See if I don't think the cattle got any water yet. But I'll go cut that ice here first. Look like the cattle have been out here for a while. Even though I fed them the bale in the barn yesterday. Yeah, they've been laying here for a while since it started snowing anyway. They're all chewing their cud, so they must seem to be okay. I'll cut the ice. Same place I cut it yesterday. Actually, it went from the east today. Yeah, see the snowflakes coming right at me. The snowflakes are coming right at me. It kind of hurts. At least I'll be in the truck when I go out to the big pasture, but I still got to get out to cut the ice. So I better dress warm. Yeah, there's snow on the roof. Uh-huh. Okay, let's go back in the house and get dressed for this cold weather. There's my cat. Uh-huh. Staying warm in their little igloo there, huh? Ain't an igloo, but it looks like one. Yeah. I didn't even see her before. I was watching the other cat. Well, it's 12:30 p.m. and the snow seems like it's a little heavier now. Still coming in from the east, though. East or northeast. And it's still cold. Still around 2 degrees. Not warming up much today, and the wind's not exactly light. Anyway, I'm going to cut the ice on that pond down there first. This is the tool I'm using now for cutting ice. It's a thin blade, and I don't. Seems like it cuts the ice better, especially when it's thin. I used to use a double bit axe, but I had to swing it with 2 hands. So this one I can cut the ice with 1 hand, and then I'll need 2 hands to flick the ice out after it's cut. Okay, let's start cutting. Well, looks like the cattle decided to go up to the barn. Maybe when they hear me cutting the ice, they'll come back down and get some water. I walked down this way. I went through that little gate on top and came down. Yeah, it's cold. Can't leave my phone out too long. It gets too cold, it shuts off by itself. And it gets too cold. And in this temperature, it don't take long for it to shut down. I use body heat to keep it warm. I hear somebody driving out of that house over there. Okay, good. Let's start cutting. That's where I cut 3 holes yesterday. I want to cut the same 3 holes today. It's somewhat out of the wind because of that hump of dirt there. The ice is cut. I just have to flip the ice out of the hole. Now yesterday the ice that I cut out was about 1 inch. Today, since last night, it's 1.5 inches. So it's cold. It'll be like that every day when I cut ice. If it stays in single digits, or near zero anyway. Okay, the ice is out of the hole. I called the cows, coming down. Come on, cows, let's go, let's go. Hey, cows, hey, cows. Come on, get some water. They're gonna have to share this hole. There's only 3. I don't want to cut it anymore. Yeah. And I lined up the ice on the edges of the hole so it'd be easier to see where the hole was. Okay, let's get some other angles. Come on. Come down and get some water. I guess I better move my ice cutter. Here they come, coming down for water. Sorry, only got 3 holes. You'll have to make the kind of cautious there, aren't you? You smell the water. Come on. Look at, they still got snow on their backs. That means they're well insulated. That much. I'll pick it up later. Let them drink. I could probably walk on the ice. Probably. But I'm not going to. Sorry, girls. Those 2 little ones don't have any. I don't have to wait. Yeah, when they're done, the other ones can drink. The other 2. Yeah. If I would have cut 1 more hole, it would have been enough. But they can wait. They can wait. Yeah. Drink up. With this temperature, it's going to freeze up pretty fast. I'll come back in the evening, late afternoon before the sun goes. Well, yeah. Come back around 4, maybe 4:30 before the sun goes down, which is just after 5. As long as there's light, I'll cut the ice again if there's any. Should be pretty thin, but for sure I'll cut it every day, at least around noon. They didn't drink much. And the big cattle are done drinking, but they're in the way of these other ones. I gotta go down and get my ice cutter. Those 2 are licking the snow. I think I'm gonna walk down there and chase them out of the way. I gotta go get my cutter and then I'm gonna get them out of the way. The bigger ones, they're done. I got these 2. And maybe I'll go ahead and cut another hole for the next time. Blackie's licking the ice. They're getting their water. I just made a 4th hole. I had to chase him out of the way because he was, look at that. He wants to get another drink. Yeah. So they'll have to go around. But they may not go over there because those guys are in their way. That's it. Come on, Brownie. I guess I call her Brownie. Brownie and Blackie, of course. I guess I consider those red, but she's lighter. Lighter brown. Brownie and Blackie. Okay, got their names. I don't normally name my cattle. He's Whitey, Blackie, and Brownie. Okay, I'm going to be getting cold here. My phone too. So I'm going to head back to the house, warm up before I go out to the big pasture, cut hay. Okay, hay. Cut hay. Cut ice there too. Okay. Oh, well, they're getting their drink. Like I said, that's going to freeze up pretty fast in this cold weather. But I said I'll come back. I probably don't have to, but I probably will later today. Not at the big pasture though, just here, since it's close by. After I warm up, and then I'll go back to the. I'll get in the truck and drive out to the big pasture before the snow gets too deep. It's supposed to be deeper tomorrow. Or tonight. It's supposed to be snowing a lot tonight. I hope their forecast ain't too accurate. They said 1 to 3 today, 5 to 8 tonight. I hope that's not right. And then a little bit more Sunday morning during the day. And then it'll be over. Okay. I gotta go warm up. And then I'll drive out to the big pasture. Cut the ice out there. All this old hay is going to get covered with snow. But they can dig through it if they need to. But there's hay in the barn, so they should be okay. But I think they need more hay in this bitter cold temperatures. Snow is accumulating. That's I gotta warm up first. Before I go out to the big pasture, even though I'll be in the truck. Well, at 1:45 p.m. I'm still getting snow, but looks like it might thin out here in an hour or so. But there's probably some more coming up from the southwest. Especially if they say it's going to snow 5 to 8 inches tonight, so I'll be watching it. Okay, I'm warmed up inside the house. Now I gotta drink my truck out to the big pasture and cut ice out there on that pond. There might be some water flowing in the creek, but I want to make sure they got something to drink if there ain't no water flowing. Well, it's about 3 degrees now at 2 p.m. It's not warming up any hardly at all. It was 0 or around 7 or 6. Was it 6? 6, 7? Yeah. Anyway, I'm headed out to the big pasture. Cut ice out there. Well, it's 2 p.m. and it didn't snow very much yet. But forecast shows heavier snow tonight, so let's hope I don't get a whole lot. Although I could use the moisture. It's been pretty dry this winter so far. I had a little rain here, about ½ inch a few weeks ago. Anyway, I'd rather not have it in the form of snow. I'll wait till it rains. I can wait till it rains again. Alright, I got the truck warming up. I want to sit in a cold truck. Okay, I'm going to go take a look at other stuff. 1 don't think I'll be seeing the sun today. Yeah, snow does make it look clean. Cows probably went back up to the barn. I'll check that out later when I come back. Okay, let's get the truck and drive out and cut some ice. Yeah, they're cold. Breathing carbon monoxide. I better get inside the truck. I think it's safer inside. Okay. Hopefully the truck's warmed up already. Okay. Nice little drive out to the big pasture. At least I'm in a warm truck. That's good. Nobody's coming. Oh, I see some tracks on the road. Somebody came through today. Yeah, somebody came through. I can't hardly turn with all my coats on. Yeah, this pond's frozen. I'm not going to drink out of this one. That's why I got cut ice on the other one. Down in the bottom. Well, I wasn't prepared for this. I forgot about the snow accumulating, but it looks like it's melting. As my windshield warms up, it'll melt. I got just enough clothes on, coats and stuff, for the outside, but inside the truck here, it's hard to move. I can't hardly turn my head. I hope I don't regret this. I'm going to turn the windshield wiper on and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's still frozen at the top. Well, I had to wipe my windshield off. I'll just leave the flakes accumulate. View from my side window. Okay, let's continue the drive. Well, I guess I'll try this again. A little better. I wiped off my windshield wiper. I thought that would help. But it doesn't.
not snowing very much anymore. Boy, sure just getting in and out of the truck. I'll look at the creek later on the way back. I can't see nothing here. Doesn't look like the creek's flowing unless it's flowing underneath the snow, which I doubt. The flowing water would have melted the snow. Okay, let's head to the top. Yeah, I would have liked it if there was enough water in the creek to keep it flowing. I wouldn't have to cut ice out here, but since I don't know if it's flowing or not, I gotta cut it. Different view when there's ice or snow on the ground. Okay. Oh, truck's warming up. Oh boy. Spinning on the snow. Four-wheel drive engaged. Let's go. There we go. Just a little bit of snow and I got hung up. Yeah, at least the truck is warm. There's a cow with her calf. Don't mind me, cow. Hey, Caffey. I scared him. I scared him. Swing it around. Oh, oh! They got them. Oh, they rolled that one all the way to the pond. Let's see what we got up here. Cow's looking at something. Is there any deer in there? Any deer out there? There's probably some deer out there. That's what she's looking at. I guess that sound scares the calf. Yeah, they knock a lot of that hay down. But there's still some in there to eat that won't get snowed on. So that's good. Oh. brown heifers looking at something. Yeah, this sound makes a... I don't see any deer. They're probably in the woods. Anyway, let's go take a look. What happened over here? Oh, well, it didn't quite. It sort of made the. We rolled it out almost to the. I actually did roll it to the water. That's where I was going to cut. I was going to cut some ice down in there. But first, let's take a look at the hay. Yeah, they rolled that one down. The first one. On the one on the left. Yeah. Oh, come on, cut those piles of manure. They're hard as a rock because they're frozen. Here's a view from the other side. I gotta turn my heat down. It's too hot in here. Never thought I'd say that. With it so cold outside. Yeah. That's it. The calf that just walked up is the calf from this cow in the middle. Oh. Huh. What am I looking at here? One of these bales was rolled down the hill. But it looks like one of them was, I'm not sure which one was rolled down the hill toward the pond, but one of them was rolled over here. Yeah. I'm not sure how it happened, but one of these bales is rolled over here to the right, closer to me, and one of them bales, come on, and one of them bales, the other bale was rolled all the way down the hill toward the pond, ending at the pond. So let's get ready to, let's set up to cut the ice now. Oh, Jesus. I gotta get out of this manure. It's like running over big rocks. Jesus. Well, they're all in position. For me to cut ice. That's a good view. Since they're headed across the dam there to the other side already, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 holes. One on the right in the middle. There's a rose bush, and I'm going to put one on the right and one on the left of that rose bush. Okay, let's go. I could cut this side first, but since the cattle are already over there waiting for me, I'll go ahead and do that side first. 2 holes on that side and maybe 2 holes on this side. Okay. Let's get my cutting tool and go over there. At least this hay's not covered yet by the snow. They're still eating it. nursing, but I'm going to have to because I don't want to be out here any longer than I have to. Hey, you're moving up to the house coming September. Yeah. Their first day out here, unless they become a milk thief, and the bulls head up to the house till they decide what to do with them. Sell them as feeder calves, or wait till they get big enough to use for meat, if I need meat. Whitey is already going to get scheduled sooner or later. White bull up there. Anyway, let's cut some, get over there and cut ice. Come on, you want to go or go? Come on. Either go or get out of my way. That's it. How do you do it? You gonna move? Do I gotta move you? You look like you're doing okay. I'll go around you if you let me. Don't be afraid. He's got that crap around his tail. I can't keep my phone out too long. Kind of looks like they broke ice right through here somewhere. Oh, let me go. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the ice right about there. Yeah, that should be good now. And another one on the other side of that cow. Now it's cold out here, over in the trees here. The wind, or the trees kind of slow the wind down. And it's because it feels warmer out here. Let's go cut ice. Well, that's not good. That fallen tree, the big log in there. I don't know how it got that way. Probably the last time the pond overflowed, which is probably a long time ago. But anyway, I don't remember being there before. It's starting to slide in, so whenever all this ice thaws out, I got to come here and pull that out and get it out of the way. I don't want it going through that tube, that culvert. Looks like they're trying to find out. Don't walk on the pond, cows. I don't think they actually broke through here. I think that's just their hoof prints, I think. Yeah, I think. And it's kind of rough here anyway. I think it'll be easier for them to drink there. I think that's where I cut ice last time, right there. But I remember they broke through over there last time I cut ice out here. But let's cut one there first. That's where the hole's going to be. I just realized what this was. The cows were licking the snow. They couldn't hit water, so they licked the snow here. How about that? That white bull, he's doing the same thing over there. He's licking the snow since there was no water. I'll get over there later. Oh, I heard the ice crack. Makes a funny sound when it does that. I just missed it. The cow's still nursing. So he's getting what he needs. And I got to give this cow's water. He's still looking the snow over there. I cut 2 holes here. One here with the ice thrown out. And the ice is about, inch and a half. And I cut that one, I didn't flip them out yet. Guess I'll flip them out that way. Hi, Keffies, you want water? I'm almost done here. The ice is about an inch and a half thick. I got 2 holes clear of ice. I guess they're going to get some. He tried to get away. Go on. I want to see you drink. Water's pretty shallow though, but I think they'll get it eventually. Let's see if it goes. Come on. Go get some water. Water's down there. Well, I can't keep my phone out too long. She wants to follow that one. Okay. I think it wants some. I think she knows there's. Look at her back. Full of ice or full of snow. Yeah, hey. That's it. They found it. They found the water. She sees it too, but I'm gonna cut another hole over there. I don't think they're gonna wait. They want to come down here and get some out of there. Must be thirsty. Mama cow says, "Get out of my way." Yeah, okay, she's got some now. She's drinking. Her baby don't need water. She's got milk. That's good. Oi! Yeah. Well, the water's shallow there, so even if they step in it, they won't get too far. Oh, she slipped over there. I heard her walking through them tree branches. Okay, let's cut a couple more over there. That's your big sister. Yeah, that's your big sister. She's a heifer. She's gonna make it an udder. She'll probably be the next one to have a calf. I think she wants to try to go. Oh, you're in my way. I can't see them drinking. There you are. They're drinking over there. She wants to go that way too. It's not safe. Okay, let's cut a hole here. There's one up there looking for something. At least they're getting some water. That's the main. That's why I came out here. Oh, some of them already left. Went back over that way. I can see the little calf inside the barn. Yeah, it's probably warmer in there. Yeah, I got one hole cut here. I'm going to cut another one there. I could see where they were eating, licking the snow here too. Trying to find something to drink. Okay, cut another hole. I was only going to cut 2 holes. One there, but I wound up cutting 2 there. And 1 here, but I wound up cutting 2 here too. Oh, I guess that's okay. At least they got access to water. At least until it freezes up again. Now I'm going to cut 2 over that way somewhere. I think I'll put 1 right in there. Maybe 1 over there too. Just 2. I think she's coming back for some more water. The others are going back into the shed. Shelter. Okay. That's good. Let's go across there. Oh, it's snowing again. Yeah, she wanted another drink. Yeah, hurry before it freezes up. Yeah, snow's heavy. Or now. Yeah. I can see the snow. It's heavier than it was before. Flakes are a little bigger too. I guess it's not quite as cold. Okay, let's go. Oh, they got 4 holes there now instead of 2. And I gotta get 2 more over there. I think one on this side of the, somewhere in there, and another one over there on the other side of that rose bush. I think where I had them last time. Those calves are smart. Cow too. They're eating the hay inside the shed and staying warm at the same time. Yeah, he's licking the snow again. He didn't get in the water yet. He's licking snow. I don't know if that's good or bad. But I guess that's what other animals do too when they're thirsty and there's no water. Yeah, okay. She's still over there. I gotta get down there. I can see where the white bull was licking the snow there. I guess she's done. I got 2 holes there, 2 holes there. It'll probably freeze over pretty quick. And then I'm gonna cut 1 here, 1 there. Cause it looks like that's where they were licking the snow. Okay, that's cut. I think this is the start of the heavy snow. I got that ice block out in 1 piece. I don't know how I did it, but I tried it and it worked. That one I couldn't do it. The ice was stuck on the mud. You can see all the mud that came up. That one is ice was attached to, but there's still water coming out. And if they want to drink any, the others who didn't get a drink yet, they better hurry up before it freezes over. They're still eating on this. Goes all the way out that way and down to here. And it's snowing. Yeah, I can see it's heavier now. I think. They're over there eating on that bale. I gave them 3 bales last Friday. Was that yesterday? Huh. That was yesterday. Yeah, I gave them 3 bales yesterday. Yeah. Felt like it's a few days ago, but it was only 1 day. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the house. I'm getting cold out here. I won't be coming back today. But I got 2 holes, and 2 holes. 6 holes altogether. Okay, time to go home. At least I got plenty to eat. At least until the snow covers it up. But even if it covers it up, they'll dig through it to get what they need. And there's some in there that won't get covered up because it's inside. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think we built that, my wife and I built that by ourselves in 2011. I'm not exactly sure, but that seems about right. That's back when I was working and earning enough money to buy what I needed. Now I'm retired. I gotta budget my money a little better. Can't be starting any big expensive projects. But I make do with what I got where I am. Or is that saying, do what I can with what I have where I am? I think that's a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. Phone died. I had to warm it up inside the truck and charge it a little bit. It's all working now. That's how much snow fell since I got here. You can see the snow's coming in from the east or northeast. I think that'll wipe off. My windshield wiper. I got the windshield being heated up, warmed up. I'm gonna let the cab warm up first. Okay, time to go back to the house. Well, at least I got something to eat in there. That's a view from inside the truck. Let's try the windshield wiper. I guess it's not thawed out yet. There's still ice on the windshield. Let's turn the heat up then. That'll help. I almost forgot. I got an ice scraper in my truck. I want to see if that works. That's a little better. Windshield's warmer now. I scraped the ice off though and let the truck warm up. Okay, let's get out of here. Running over all these cow patties. Hard to record when it's snowing and there's stuff dribbling down the windshield. Okay. The cat's way in the back. At least they can stay out of the snow. Okay. Okay, let's go home. Still got four-wheel drive. I don't know if I'll be able to drive the truck out here tomorrow to cut ice. I do have four-wheel drive, so as long as the snow ain't too deep and it, what am I trying to say? And it doesn't drift. Shouldn't drift too much up here because it's on the road coming in. It might, depending on the wind. Oops, right. Okay. Let's go. Home. Yeah, it's snowing alright. A little heavier than it was this morning. Accumulating fast. I guess the deer is gonna have to hunker down until it stops snowing. I can feel the heat now. Everything's melting. Well, I said I was going to take a look at the creek on the way out. Okay, let's do that. If I can turn around. Well, there's some thawed water here by this ridge. So there might be some water flowing underneath that ice and snow over there, but I'm not going to go out and look. But it's thawed here. And it's still coming down. Okay. I'm going to leave it four-wheel drive till I get back to the house. Every time I see it snow, I'm reminded of the movie White Christmas. And they're always singing that song, snow, 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 or whatever, however it goes. My clothes are wet, so from the snow. So I took them off, and I had them off when I was closing the gate, and my hands were damp, and my fingers were sticking to the cold pipe, the pipe gate. My fingers were sticking to the metal. But not hard enough. I couldn't get it off. It felt like there was glue on it, like it was tacky. Yeah. that song goes. That's what reminds me of every time I see snow. I can't hardly see my tracks. I can barely see. My tracks got covered up. Okay, still got it four-wheel drive, so I can get up this hill. But I can't turn short with four-wheel drive. So I'll have to do this a different way. Yeah, windshield's all wet. It's melting, but I can't get a clear picture. I can't even back up. Okay, keep going. I can't see out the side where it. I think I went a little bit too far. Okay. Well, that's about it for today. Oh yeah, I was going to go to the barn. Okay, let me do that first. Still snowing. It's snowing. It's blowing more from the north now. Yeah, it's coming in from the north, from this direction. Before this morning, it was coming in from the east or northeast. Still snowing. It's snowing. It's blowing more from the north now. Yeah, it's coming in from the north, from this direction. Before this morning, it was coming in from the east or northeast. Yeah, there's a little snow on the road, driveway, on the ground, grass. Yeah, enough to make tracks. Okay. My rock is snow covered. I think I'll go in the house, warm up a little bit. My feet are cold. Well, we'll see what it looks like tomorrow after a night of snowing. I don't want to get too much snow. Too hard to work in. It only warmed up to 4 degrees today. If that. It's more like, yeah, I would say 4. Started at around 0. It was 0 all night, and then it warmed up to 4 degrees today. It's 4 p.m. right now. I'm headed out to the barn. Yeah, it's snowing heavier now. more than it was this morning. And there's more accumulation out too. I'm just going to take a little walk out to the barn, check the cattle. I'm not going to check the ice again, or the pond again. Too late. I want to check here in case you can see the snow coming down. In years past, I used to be able to drink there all winter before I cleaned it out. I cleaned it out this spring, so maybe the water don't stand there like I used to. But the cattle aren't down here, they're up in the barn. I can still see the 4 holes that I cut. There's still some water showing, or at least the snow is melting when it hits it. But it'll freeze over pretty quick at 4 degrees or colder tonight. Okay, let's go to the barn. This is my people gate. Now over here, now the wind's coming in from the east here. When I was by the house, it was from the north. I can still see the 4 holes that I cut. I'll cut them again tomorrow. The snow makes the red trailer stand out. Makes the house stand out too. There's some 4 holes I cut down there. I'll cut them again tomorrow. And if it's snow ain't too deep, even if it's deep, I'm going to have to go out to the big pasture and cut that ice there too. As long as the temperature's in the single digits, I'll need to cut ice. I see a couple of them are laying down, others are eating. This Highlander's in here by herself. At least she's staying out of this ruin. Look at all the snow. That means she's well insulated when there's snow don't melt on their back. That's why they have long hair. Because Scotland is cold, where they originated. They're collecting snow. Look at that. But they got a nice nest in there and plenty of hay. Oh, Bully got up. All right, good for you, boy. Good for you. I seen enough. They got plenty of hay, and they can get out of the snow if they want to, which they might do later. Yeah. See the snow sticking to them pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go back to the house. I've seen what I needed to see. I could see the creek with the snow on the ground everywhere else. I could see the weeds in the creek going down to my bridge, which is down there. And then I could see the my pasture road on this side where all the weeds are. There's a little ditch there too. And my pasture's on that side, on the back side of that pasture road. Saw a branch on here, on this area here, so I threw it off. That's why I came over here. Winter Wonderland, huh? Okay. I can do without snow. Rain, I can accept the rain. I need the rain, but snow I can do without. And the cold. I don't need the cold either. Bully went in there and got her. I think he wants to go back in through that door. They got in there the other day or a while. I don't know how long they were in there, or able to go in there, because somehow I didn't leave that. I left that. I didn't latch that door to go inside, and they took advantage of it, messed it up. She's got a snowpack on her back. Don't you, girl? That means you're well insulated, aren't you? You're not losing any heat. Yeah, at least that door's closed, so that's good. I was ready to go in. Look at the snow blowing off the roof. I was over there ready to go in before, and my phone shut down because of the cold, so I had to go back, go in the house, download some videos, and then let the phone warm up and charge up. And then I came back out here to finish where I left off. Oh, there's Bully. He was in the other pen. I don't want to get in his way. There he comes. Yeah, the snow's blowing off the roof. It's a fine snow, light snow. At least they can hang out in here. And he were in here, and they got hay to eat, so they're good. And they can hang out in there too if they want. I don't know if there's no hay in there. Oh, let me go back to where I left off before my phone shut down. I was right here. I started recording this and the phone shut off. I had to go back in the house. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in. Again. Walk back to the house. And walk and record. I remember hearing somewhere or something that you could sneak up to somebody without making any noise if it snowed. Oh, snow on the ground, but I beg to differ. Because I'm walking with my rubber boots and I'm making lots of noise. That's not quiet. Maybe if it was wet snow. I don't know. But I'm making lots of noise and phone's getting cold. I'm getting cold. I didn't bring my clothes with me. Let's hook that up. Only took a few minutes. It's right around 5 o'clock and the sun's setting over there somewhere. But I can't see it. It doesn't take long for my fingers to get frozen. Okay, I'm going in. I got my front of the car covered because the cover is all tore up. The other, so I put this older one or this one here on. That cover was from my 2016 gold colored Ford Fiesta. Okay, I gotta go in. I'm cold. Last view before I go in. Alright, it's going to get cold tonight again. I think it's going to... Is it tonight or tomorrow? Tomorrow night's supposed to be down -0 a little bit. But it's still going to be around 0 tonight, I think. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. It's cold, I know that. Okay, that's all for today. I'll check the forecast, the radar, and everything before I end it. It's 5:10 p.m. and this is the temperature as the sun went down. Yeah, this is the radar at 5:10 p.m. And I'm still getting snow. According to radar, it's snowing a little bit outside, but not very heavy. So far, so good. But I'm just glad I'm not getting the ice that they're getting down south, down in Tennessee and Kentucky. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna check the forecast for tonight, see what it looks like. Oh boy, I hope this forecast is wrong. It's showing 8 to 12 inches tonight. I don't want that. Hopefully I won't get that much. Yeah, even 5 inches is too much. Yeah, before it was 5 to 8. Now it's 8 to 12. This is for my area, but hopefully I won't get that much. Yeah. I also know that my my electric bill is going to be higher on February 1st because of all this cold weather I'm having at the end of January. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, the 7 p.m. weather radar. I got it zoomed out. Showing a lot of snow where I am. I'm up over here, just southeast of St. Louis. And looks like there's a lot more snow coming my way. This is heavy snow here. Really heavy snow there. And if that comes up toward me, yeah, because the forecast showed now it shows 8 to 12 inches tonight. So I'm gonna be watching it almost all night. See what I get. You know, I won't be able to see nothing until tomorrow morning when it's light, but I'll see what happens. See how accurate the forecast is. Let me try something. I want to see where it's moving. Yeah, it's moving from the southwest to the northeast. (10 p.m. and it's still around 4 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna go check the snow level, snow depth. Well, it sure is bright out here with that snow. I can see all the way to the garden. But I got a yardstick. I'm gonna check how deep the snow is. It's still snowing, and it's still cold. I don't know if you can see the snow, but I can see it right through there. Yeah, wind's cold. Let me go get let's see how deep it is. I can see the snow because of the light. Let's check the yardstick. Okay, I got about 2 inches. Oh, that's my footprints in the snow. Did I say 2 inches? Yeah, 2 inches. From the light, how about that? It's pretty wide. If I go out here, it gets smaller. Yeah, shadow at night. How about that? That's the path between my car and the ATV. And the ATV is covered with snow. I should have covered it up with something. I didn't think about that. Well, this is a 10:10 p.m. radar, weather radar, and it shows me right on the northern edge of the heavy snow. Heavy snow's down here. The dark blue is heavy snow. I'm on the edge of that, so I'm getting more than it's light up here, up to the north. But I'm getting some. But I'm glad I'm not getting the ice or mix or whatever that is. Yeah, I'd rather have just snow than ice. That's for sure. Anyway, so I got 2 inches already. Let's just say I got 2 inches. 6 p.m. because there wasn't really that much snow on the ground when at 5 when I came in. So let's just say 6. That's 4 hours. 2 inches in 4 hours. So by if it snows the same rate that it's snowing now, of course it might get heavier. I got another 8 hours, so 2, 4. I was interrupted by a pop-up ad. Anyway, what was I say? Okay, 2 inches since about 6 p.m. And I got another 8 hours to 6 a.m. So I'm counting 6 inches. Unless it rains heavier between now and morning. So 6 inches I might be able to handle, but anything more than that, I don't know. If it's too deep, I may have to get the tractor going and then put the blade on. I don't really want to mess with the blade, but if I have to, I will. If it's too deep to drive around with the truck, I'll have to use the tractor. Yeah, I did it a couple years ago. I had to use the tractor to blade off my driveway, and the driveway up to the barn. If I need to do it again, I'll do it again. It's just a pain, especially when it's cold. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll check back again around midnight. Yeah, just to see how many inches I got. Well, it's about 12:30 a.m. on Sunday, and it's still snowing. Little bigger flakes now, and you can see where my footprints were before. I'll measure the snow again with my yardstick, but I'm not going to try to take a picture or video it because it's hard to do that because I had to hold the yardstick at the same time I was holding the camera or the phone, and it's hard to do. But I'll see what I can measure. Well, you can see my footprints are filled up, or almost full, and the yardstick is showing 3 inches. So I gained an inch in 2 hours. Or 2.5. Let's get a closer look at the yardstick. Well, it's just over 3 inches. A hard time. I kept falling over, the wind kept blowing it. But it's standing up now. Yeah, it's about 3 inches. I'm gonna walk through there again so I can see how much it fills up on the next round. I made a new set of footprints right through there. I went out and I came back on the same prints. I'll see how long it takes them to fill up. I think I'm gonna take a nap, set my alarm, and come back in a couple hours. Well, it's 12:30 a.m. and I just came in from the measuring the snow. 3 inches already, so it was only an inch in 2 hours. So, but I'm still going to get a lot of snow. Yeah, by morning. And I'm still in the heavy zone. Where that hand is, southeast of St. Louis. Yeah, but at least I'm not getting any ice. Further south, they're getting ice in Kentucky and Tennessee. Yeah, I guess I can handle a little snow. I haven't had snow like this for a few years. Anyway, it's cold and it's snowing. And this was at 12:30 a.m. So I'm gonna go to sleep and set my alarm for maybe 3 a.m. See what it looks like outside. All right, I'll catch you later. 3 a.m. Still snowing. It's 3 a.m. and still snowing. And that's where my footprints were. They're somewhat filled in. And the yardstick shows about almost 4 inches. Almost 4 inches of snow so far. Yeah, 4 inches almost. I made new footprints again, so I can see how much they fill in. I'll probably wake up again around 6 a.m. Another 3 hours. Well, it's 3:10 a.m. and I'm still in the dark blue for the snow. So far, I got up almost 4 inches. Of course, I don't know if that's the area that I'm measuring. I'm only measuring there because I got a light there. It's out in the snow. Just beyond the carport. Yeah. But it's something to measure. I'll measure more out in the open tomorrow after the snow's ended. Yeah. It's still pretty thick though. 4 inches is still pretty thick. Yeah, I think in other areas it's probably thicker. Because the area that was measured is somewhat out of the wind, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna zoom this radar out. I want to get a bigger picture. Well, it looks like this storm is stretching all the way from Texas on the southwest, lower left, all the way to New York and probably beyond. Yeah, it's a big storm. Yeah, big winter storm. Yeah. New York's up to the northeast on the upper right. And I'm right in the middle. I'm still in the dark blue, my area. Right in the middle. Just southeast of St. Louis. I'm just, like I said before, I'm just glad I don't have none of that pink stuff. Yeah, I can do without ice. I can do without the snow too, but it's the lesser of the worst. Worst is always ice. Snow I can push out of the way if I have to. Looks like I might have to get the tractor hooked up to the blade tomorrow, or the blade hooked up to the tractor tomorrow. I may have to put a heater underneath the tractor to get it started. Yeah, I've done that before. Not for a while though. We'll see. I may or may not do anything tomorrow. I need to check the cut the ice on the ponds tomorrow. Even through the deep snow, I have to figure out a way to do that. Alright, that's all I got for today. I'll start a new video tomorrow morning at 6.